In this video, I'm getting the Platinum Trophy for WWE 2K24. So step 1 is getting all the trophies in the Showcase mode. Showcase mode usually follows a wrestler's career or their biggest rivalries. But this year's a celebration for 40 years of WrestleMania, reliving the grandest matches at WrestleMania. And the goal is to complete every objective in all 21 matches. I'll get 3 trophies in the first match for doing an objective, then doing all objectives in one match and also winning it. Then after completing all the matches, I'll get put in a special Royal Rumble match with all the superstars from the showcase to determine who is the real champion of WrestleMania. Starting as number 1 in the Rumble, you have to survive all 29 other superstars by eliminating them over the top rope. After achieving a trophy for winning the Rumble, I'll also get another trophy for doing every objective and finishing off the Showcase mode. And by the end of it, I'll end up earning 6 trophies. With Showcase mode done, I'll quickly head over to the My Faction section and start doing progress on that. With the pre-order bonus, it will help me get my first trophy for completing a lifetime challenge, which was opening up 5 packs. I'll do a quick match to get a trophy for completing the daily challenge and another trophy, Taste of Victory, for winning the match. With the My Faction mode going to take longer than the others, I'll come back to it. So right now, it's to be continued. Moving on, I'll start doing all the Play Now trophies. First, we have to set the difficulty to Legend for a bunch of trophies. Now we're going to start with defeating the Undertaker in a casket match. When grabbing a weapon from underneath the ring, I decided to throw it at the Undertaker.
Wait, I got a trophy for that?
After that, I'll go for a quick RKO, toss Undertaker into the casket, and close the lid to get my trophy. Next up, I'll play as Bruno Sammartino and make Roman Reigns tap out from a submission and defeating him for my next trophy. Now playing as LA Knight. Yeah! I'll use the freeze payback to stop my opponent. I'll hit him while he is stunned and get the red light green light trophy. And I'll hit the BFT to win the match and get a trophy for defeating Finn Balor as LA Knight. Yeah! Next match, we must win an ambulance match without losing the ending minigame on Legend difficulty. To make this quicker and easy, I'm going to give myself 3 finishes to start with. After beating up my opponent and hitting 3 crossroads, I tossed him into the ambulance and started spamming my controller.
There we go, easy. No visiting hours. Let's go.
Now I'm going for 2 trophies in one match. I need to kick out of a super finisher and win using a super finisher. So I gave out 3 finishes each, and well, it did take a bit.
Okay, so now I have to let him hit me with his super finisher. Okay, this is going to take a while.
And it did, with so many attempts.
Come on, man, I was so close.
And then eventually this will happen.
Holy shit. Okay, now I have to hit my super finisher and win the match.
After hitting the super finisher and beating John Cena, I will get my trophy Super Indeed and True Resilience. Next trophy is Gold Medal Sprinter for winning a 30-person Turmoil Gauntlet match. A Turmoil Gauntlet match is where I have to defeat 29 other superstars in one-on-one matches. With defeating Kent Shamrock as my last opponent, I will unlock my trophy. Next up, I'll use the Fireball payback and quickly pin my opponent and win the match to get the Flamethrower trophy. Next is a trophy I surprisingly haven't gotten yet, which is winning the Trading Blows minigame or hitting the instant win target zone. I'll move over to my last 3 trophies for Play Now, in special guest referee matches where I'll have to play as the referee. First trophy is ending the match with a fast pin count, then refereeing the match fairly without being ejected, and lastly, call the end of the match before a superstar taps out from a submission, earning not another Montreal as my last Play Now trophy. With that done, we'll move over to the Universe mode. In this, there are 2 different sections to play. Classic mode, which is where you can do whatever you want, and Superstar mode, where you can play as one superstar, and that's what we're going to start with. After picking AJ Styles as my guy, I'll head over and make a quick rivalry, earning the Trailblazer trophy. Before a match, I would choose an action to do in the match, and after defeating my opponent, I will get the trophy square up. I would use 50 momentum from my current rivalry to pick an outcome of a match, and pop the trophy on a roll. After a long rivalry, I would choose for a Loser Leaves Town match and get the victory, as well as my last Superstar mode trophy. Now over to the Classic mode. To make this trophy easier, where I have to win a championship through a Money in the Bank cash-in, I would simulate all the way to the Money in the Bank show and pick a winner, which I would choose Gunther. After that, I will go to the next show, which was Raw, and cash in the briefcase, and I will defeat Damian Priest, becoming the world champion as well as getting the trophy. It's time to quickly revisit the My faction to finish 3 daily challenges for champion for a day, as well as completing a weekly tower getting the trophy weekly winner, and beginner's luck for completing all the intro challenges. So my faction is going to stay on pause for now again while I'll go get more trophies, but I'll slowly go back to it and make some progress. Now these next trophies are not part of a mode, but instead part of the creations tab. After making a perfect custom sign, I would assign it to a superstar and pop a trophy. Then I will go over to the attire section and set the attire as referee, earning the can't call what you can't see trophy. And lastly, making a custom arena and having a match in that arena. After earning under construction, it might be time to test out the My Rise mode. My Rise is the career mode of the game where you can play as your custom wrestlers. My Rise features 2 separate storylines, Unleashed for female wrestlers and Undisputed for male wrestlers. We're going to be starting with the men's story first. I'm going to be getting all 7 trophies in one playthrough, so if you want to follow along and learn how to get the trophies, you can. So in this story, the current world champion Roman Reigns has vacated his title to pursue an acting career. Triple H would announce a one-night event tournament for the vacated title, with 1 slot remaining in the tournament. Raw General Manager William Regal will notice that you have not been good since joining the WWE. Regal puts you in a qualifying match for the last spot against Dominic Mysterio on the kickoff show. With beating Dominic and earning the spot, you bulldoze through the tournament up to the finals against Cody Rhodes. After accidentally hitting the referee, Cody hits a crossroads and goes for the cover, only to realize the ref is down. Out of nowhere, Roman Reigns spears Cody Rhodes, helping you secure the championship and earning your first trophy. Feeling sorry for Cody, you give him a rematch the next night on Raw. Midway through the match, SmackDown General Manager The Miz interrupts and cancels it. He declares that he has the first pick in the WWE draft and selects you to join SmackDown. Once on SmackDown, The Miz reveals he was only interested in bringing the championship to his brand, not the champion. He puts you in your first SmackDown main event against Kevin Owens, eventually coming out during the match to distract you, but you win with a roll-up. After the match, The Miz slides a chair into the ring for KO to use, but you intercept it and use it for yourself. After sending a message to The Miz, he retaliates by booking you into a TLC match against Kevin Owens for the title, which you will win again. With that plan failing, The Miz announces your next opponent is Kane. Lita and Dominic Mysterio approach you, both offering their help against Kane, but you must choose between one of them. Now this is the first set of decision trophies, where each decision is a trophy of their own. Instead of doing 2 playthroughs, you can get them both done in the same run. To do that, first go to settings, then save data in game app settings, then choose what version of the game you're playing, PS4 or PS5, and select upload from storage. Find WWE 2K24 and press upload. Now back to the game. Now pick who you don't want help from so you can quickly get their trophy. I pick Lita first and she tests you in a match against an indie wrestler named the Red Flame. After beating him, Lita will have a quick conversation and you will earn the Team Extreme trophy for Lita's decision. Now to reload your save, go to the same place where you upload your save. Instead, click on download from cloud storage. Press on WWE 2K24 and download. Back to the game. Now pick the opposite person, which is Dominic for me. Dominic attacks you in the parking lot having a brawl. After giving Dom a hard jab, he reveals he was just testing you because that's how they did it in maximum security. And his plan is that you use prison rules against Kane and suggests a taser. And shortly after you will get the Getting Dirty with Dom trophy. With your match against Kane and a casket match, when Kane opens the lid, Dom tases him. When Dom's trying to get your attention, Kane rises up, steals Dom's taser and tases the shit out of him. After attacking Kane and winning the match, Roman Reigns will pop up on the Titantron and say that he's the reason you're champion and you're holding it until he gets back to take it from you. With a time skip, your next defense is against Drew McIntyre at SummerSlam, and if you win, you would have held the title for a year. Well, guess what? You beat Drew McIntyre. Now, when The Miz's offers, he is surprised you've been champ for a year after putting you through hell. He suggests that you work together, and if you don't accept his offer, he will put you through more hell and you won't be able to escape Roman's shadow. But you suggest that if you don't accept his offer, you would go down to NXT with the title and win the NXT title as well, a title that Roman Reigns has never held. Now this is the last set of decision trophies in the story, so just repeat the steps I did last time. After picking The Miz, you will instantly get the trophy and awesome decision after talking. Then I reloaded my save and went to NXT and got a trip to Orlando. After arriving, you make a challenge to Grayson Waller for the NXT Championship, but you get attacked before the match by the number 1 contender Wes Lee. With the match being called off, you beat Wes Lee to become the number 1 contender and face Grayson Waller at NXT Battlegrounds, which you'll beat and become the new NXT champion. Waller uses his rematch clause for a 15-minute Iron Man match and, well, guess what? You win again. After winning, Shawn Michaels will relinquish the NXT championship from you due to legal actions from The Miz. Forcing you back to SmackDown, The Miz will come out after your match with him being pissed off that you went away to NXT with the championship. So he decided to make a new championship called the Multiversal Infinite title and awarded it to Logan Paul. You gain an ally when Finn Balor notices how poor The Miz has been treating you as champion, so you two plan to work together if anything happens, which something does happen when you and Balor are having a match. Logan Paul and The Miz will attack you, but Finn will help you attack them back. With attacking The Miz being a bad decision, he puts you in a match against one of the toughest and baddest people in professional wrestling. Mr. Stacked Mixlax, the man who broke Undertaker's WrestleMania streak, the man who has 221 5-star rated matches from Dave Meltzer. To put the beast down, I had to perform the one-winged angel. With The Miz removing you and the championship from WrestleMania, you and Finn appear on SmackDown dressed as The Miz and Logan Paul. Making a mockery of them, the real Miz comes out with security guards, but you and Finn just knocked them out. The COO Triple H is tired of the mess that Miz has created, so him and the board make a tag match with you and Finn versus Miz and Logan, which you get the win easy and get a shot at Logan's title at WrestleMania, which is also an easy win, and you dispose of that championship. Another time skip, you get closer to breaking Roman Reigns' record as longest champion. The Miz and William Regal are butting heads about whose show is better. They decide to settle it at Survivor Series War Games, and with The Miz being desperate, he relies on you to carry Team SmackDown to victory. You get to pick who you want to be a part of the War Games match with. I chose Dirty Dom, Finn Balor, and Grayson Waller. With your team set, you head to Raw and start attacking wrestlers backstage. And when you're about to attack the Raw champion Cody Rhodes, the rest of the team for War Games arrives for a standoff. With you starting as the first person for Team SmackDown, you have to wait until every person from each side has entered the ring for the match to officially begin. As soon as Cody Rhodes enters, he hits a crossroads. 1, 2, 3. You lose the War Games match and Raw wins. Since Cody Rhodes has beaten you, Regal and Miz decide to do a title versus title match at the Royal Rumble. So in the meantime, until Royal Rumble, you and Cody team up and you somehow become the tag team champions in your second tag match. But Cody betrays you and you still win a 1v2 match, then you relinquish the titles. At Royal Rumble, you get your payback as you defeat Cody Rhodes to become the undisputed champion and get the trophy, the gold standard. Since you're the champ for both shows, you showed up to Raw with William Regal and call out the Royal Rumble winner Montez Ford. As Montez makes his way to the ring, the Titantron switches to Roman Reigns, saying you're not going to break his record and that he has hired someone who loves the hunt to take you out at WrestleMania, and it's revealed as Brock Lesnar. Giving Montez Ford an F5 and puts him into a Kimura lock, injuring him. As you're about to get out of the ring, Solo Sikoa spikes you and the Bloodline ambushes you and Regal. Backstage, you attack Solo, but the rest of the Bloodline come out and attack you, powerbombing you onto a windshield of a car. Sami Zayn offers to help you as well as Finn Balor. You attack them after their match, leading to a 3v3 match with your team picking up the victory. During the celebration, Brock Lesnar hits everybody with a chair and gives you an F5 onto the chair. Skip ahead to WrestleMania Night 1, you take on the Beast Brock Lesnar and defeat him, retaining your championship. Roman Reigns will pop up again, but you're tired of these games and you want Roman to stop hiding. With Roman having no other choice to stopping you, he decides to do it himself. When you turn around, Roman Reigns delivers a spear to you and demands a match for Night 2 of WrestleMania. Heading out for your match, you meet up with all your past allies and The Miz, with The Miz still not liking you as champion. Halfway through your match, Roman gets you into a submission and The Miz comes running out demanding to ring the bell. You notice him and quickly get out of the submission and attack The Miz before he could ring it. You continue the match and with a top rope Cody cutter, you get the victory over Roman Reigns and officially shatter Roman's record as the longest reigning champion. And with the story coming to the end, you get disputed no more for completing the undisputed story. Now it's time for the women's story. Now I know you don't want to hear another long story, so I'll make this one fast. You beat Shotzi Blackheart to earn a WWE contract and I pop my first trophy. I forgot to capture the clip for this part, but in this playthrough you need to do 4 missable quests to earn the Psycho Sally trophy. Backstage, go to Jennifer Rose to do the first quest. With the fans not connecting with you, Creative decides to give you an outfit change into a sea captain. You being disappointed with your new character, you call out the management backstage. Regal being impressed with your call out, he gives you advice about taking opportunities and you both come to an understanding. So you meet up with Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan. Each of them having a story for you, you have to play through them for your next few trophies. We'll start with Rhea Ripley. You want to learn from Rhea how to harness brutality from her. To prove yourself, you beat Shayna Baszler and attack her with a chair. Rhea being impressed, you both team up and attack everybody. After an NXT match, go to Justine for the second part of the Psycho Sally's trophy and do the quest. Jody Dom approaches you and asks for you to be in his corner for his match since Rhea had to do other things. You help him win, and over the next few weeks you basically just replace Rhea. When she returns, she betrays you in your match. Dom comes out and also betrays you, staying close with Rhea. You attack and knock out Rhea backstage, leading to face her in an ambulance match, which you'll pick up the victory, finish her story and get a quick trophy for that. Now moving on to Liv Morgan's story. Liv being very busy with her Hollywood schedule, she can't make an appearance on a web show. She offers you to take her place, which you'll accept. After your appearance, an agent messages you to represent you. And surprisingly, your agent gets you a role in an action movie with John Cena, and you'll also get a trophy for that. You come back to the WWE 3 months later, and you get your very own talk show. After going through a few stories, you will have a quest from GG for your Psycho Sally trophy. You invite Liv Morgan onto your talk show, and she becomes jealous of your success and attacks you. It will lead to you beating Liv Morgan at SummerSlam, ending that story. Now for the last story for this section, Alexa Bliss. You want to explore the supernatural side of the WWE, so Alexa Bliss gives you an amulet that gives you powers that she's trying to get rid of, and you use it to win matches. Once in the boiler room, go to Alexa Bliss for your last Psycho Sally quest, and after winning the Queen of the Ring, you'll get your trophy. Ask her will steal your amulet and you'll get it back, but the amulet will start floating in the air and it will disappear. Alexa tells you that the reason it disappeared is because you had fed it enough to release the creature. Alexa advises you to break free from this creature by defeating it. Once beating it, this weird story will end and you'll also get a trophy for it. Talking with Regal, he gives you an opportunity to become the Raw General Manager as he goes on vacation. After taking it, Shotzi suggests a War Games match to happen at Survivor Series, which you're not a fan of and you sort of reject it. You book Bayley vs Becky Lynch in a #1 contender match with you being the special guest referee. I screwed over Bayley as the ref, letting Becky win, and backstage were not happy with the decision. You announce Team Becky versus Team Bayley at Survivor Series in a War Games match, with Becky asking you to be a part of her team. Team Becky picks up the victory, but while you're on top of the cage, Shotzi comes out in a big ass tank for stealing her idea and hits the cage, making Becky fall straight onto the outside. Regal comes back and takes back the power from you after the nasty fall that Becky Lynch took. He decides to give you the #1 contender for Bianca Belair's championship. You'll have a quick feud with Shotzi before your title match against Bianca. You both suggest a best of 3 series for the championship at different locations. At the end of the series, you return to your old promotion and you become the new WWE Women's Champion. But Becky Lynch will come out during your celebration with the GM of your old promotion, TBD. She attacks you and reveals that according to a legal binding document, you're still signed exclusively to TBD, and you pop a trophy. Regal says he's been shown the document and he strips you of the WWE Championship and you're no longer a WWE superstar. After your GM has been booking you poorly the last few weeks, you both settle your beef in an empty arena. You resolve both of your problems and ending up with you being fired from TBD to follow your dreams as a WWE superstar. With WrestleMania approaching, your old GM gets in contact with Regal to get your job back and be Becky Lynch's opponent at WrestleMania. Returning to WWE and beating Becky, you become the new WWE Champion again, and that's how it ends. I know, pretty shit story, but you'll get beginning of the future trophy for completing the Unleashed story, and undeniable for completing both stories. For some reason the gameplay didn't capture, so yeah. With the My Rise finished, we can move on now to the My GM. There are 5 trophies in this mode, but the longest trophy is the Extreme Rules trophy for entering the Hall of Fame in first place. Playing as ECW with Extreme AI. To enter the Hall of Fame, you need to get 10 Hall of Fame trophies by doing challenges like gaining fans and money from your show. It takes a few seasons just to get all the Hall of Fame trophies, so my main goal is trying to collect nearly all the My GM trophies before the Extreme Rules one. It may seem hard, but instead of versing an AI like it says in the description of the trophy, you can actually control both brands by yourself, so it makes it easier. After earning a bunch of money, I'll spend it on Immortal Talent for the week to create a fatal 4-way match, earning the Immortal Combat trophy. In the next season, I'll have enough to purchase the 7th tier for global advertising, getting another trophy. During the seasons, I'll purchase XP cards to give it to my highest level superstar Cody Rhodes, and after getting him to level 25, I'll unlock Zero to Hero. After repeatedly simulating week after week for several seasons, I was able to get the 10 Hall of Fame trophies, and as soon as I finished the current season, I popped the Extreme Rules trophy. Now with one My GM trophy remaining, I started a new save, but actually versed an AI, and after making 25 successful trades, I'll earn the Trade Secrets trophy. Now it's time for the final section for this video, returning to my faction. It's mainly just trying to complete some modes inside of my faction. Starting with Proving Grounds, I'll finish a tower and earn a trophy, with later on completing a Proving Grounds chapter, earning chapter and verse. Then I completed a live event match 10 times, getting another trophy. I started grinding some lifetime challenges which are very easy and got 15 of them done, earning a trophy. After logging in 5 days and a week, I'll get a reward and loyalty confirmed trophy. Now I grinded the new mode, Faction Wars, trying to get as many bosses done as possible, and after defeating 30 of them, I got the Faction Wars Champion trophy. Now the main reason this platinum took 2 months is because of this one trophy, Rise Through the Ranks. It's not a trophy you need to grind, but one where you have to wait until the end of a season to get your reward, which is on the 15th of May, and it's currently the 13th of March. So I guess I'll see you in 2 months.
Rise through the ranks and the platinum trophy.